that guy in the top corner?
What?
Guy in
The
the top. Yeah, it
DM?
just lights up sometimes. Oh, is that what
Yeah.
that is?
It
Yes.
lights up sometimes.
Oh, it's because I'm delayed, and so I muted the stream, and I'm in
It's
Discord.
okay. It's funny. I find it funny. Oh, I get it. My little cookie guy.
Yeah, because it would
Lights
light
up.
up, but Steph wasn't talking at the point it was lighting up, so I was like, what the fuck is going on? It lit up.
This
lit
person
up
that's
when
gonna murder
Steve
you
was
is this
talking.
He's
But I
the
thought
mask of many
Orpheus-
faces.
I was so confused.
The now classic.
Warriors! What a pleasure it is, as always, to see you in my arena. My confiscated arena. True, the man who created this place was Lunarian, but I was an older Lunarian.
I miss Caius.
Caius is no Lunarian. I believe he is Cetrin. Descendant from a very old line.
Who made the arena?
Writing that.
Bente made the arena.
You are older
Created
than Bente?
Valhalla for his precious little girl.
Wait, I'm done the session.
For someone who had given so much of himself, it was a miracle that such a fantastic, mystical place was created by the sheer will of his affections for his daughter. Most Lunarians I know would not have felt a thing after giving up four. Was it four? 4 pieces of his Piosoul.
Much
Believe
less
it's
after
4.
giving up for us, right?
3 pieces. 3 brothers. 3 pieces. Apparently I can't count. It's quite alright. My point being that it's a lot. Most Lunarians go their entire lives without sacrificing a piece of their Piosoul. And the ones that do often stop at the 1. And yet this place was created by an emotion so powerful that he could not control it. It is a beautiful place. Don't know how I would go about even beginning to create Valhalla. Very, very interesting. And then what happened to his daughter afterwards? Celestial primordials require a celestial body in order to ascend. Valhalla is clearly deemed by the heavens to be a celestial body. Otherwise, how would Etro have become a makeshift primordial? Well, I don't know if she is an official primordial, but her magics work in much the same ways. It is truly a fascinating thing. But listen to me prattle on. It's almost like I'm back on the convocation.
You did say you were older. Maybe it's senility finally creeping in?
Senility? Should have you killed for saying that. Kill you myself, I guess.
But then you would just have to put up with me all the time.
Ah, it's so true. Never mind.
So where are we to find Bente? Should we search for him? Spiritus.
You are interested in Bente's location. Why is that, Siri?
I'm interested in reaping my rewards once my task is done for him.
Ah, yes,
I
your
cannot
initial
collect.
contract. It was with Bente, was it not, before you struck a deal with me?
Our deal is to save your sister's Spiritus. My deal with him is to slay Exdeath.
I see. I suppose I could give you the Lunarian magic needed to find him, although you need only use logic to know where Bente is. Without using my Lunarian magic, I would assume he's at... probably squared away inside Maduin's temple. If not some corner of Valhalla, still with Maduin, I'd assume. I have no not sensed Maduin in a long time. I wonder what has become of him.
Star will show up behind the rafters and sit down in Spiritus's chair in the arena.
Once.
Keras will shrug.
This is how it's meant to be.
That is my chair, Star.
Spiritus.
I mean, what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours, right?
That is
Isn't
not
that how this
quite
works?
how it works. I swear my Cyrese will be the death of me.
Well,
Spiritus.
then you should be used
Yes, Orpheus.
I am not much for magic, as you have aided me in controlling my demons, cleansed me. However, Star is also sired by you. Perhaps she could learn the magic you speak of in order to help find Bente.
My dear former addicted assassin, you have the power yourself simply by being sired by me.
Orpheus will lift his sleeve and look at that green mark on his arm.
You have the power to channel death itself. And tell me, Orpheus, what is common among those who have ascended to become Eidolons, those who have entered the dream?
Question I ask myself, Spiritus, is can I control it? Or will I let it consume me again?
You control the power now, it does not control you. You wield a power older than you can possibly imagine. If you feel a call, it will be in your mind only. And I have faith that you can conquer it.
I second what the big man says. You seem much less twitchy.
Channeling death will allow you to sense any who have begun to dream. For in order to begin to dream, one must first perish and enter my domain.
Very well.
You forget, Spiritus. Brother. Only heroes and those of will enter your domain and begin to dream.
I thought you would rest longer before joining us, Amaterasu.
I control combat. The arena is mine, rightfully. I think you know this.
Death is a natural part of combat.
Not in this arena, it isn't, brother.
One could even say that combat is only a pathway to death.
Ah, if I did not see the tether joining the two of you, it would not be difficult to see that this one is sired by the Great Spiritus.
The only... the one Spiritus.
Yes, the only one among us who did not change his name. A testament to his ego when he sat on the convocation.
An ego rightfully deserved. And are you going to continue to force me to speak to the skies?
Very well.
Is everyone scared?
No, I'm excited.
I'm like fucking
No.
chills. You know.
Edge of my seat.
Ah, chills, huh? A creature will appear in the rafters and will hop from statue to statue before landing. The creature is massive, but as it jumps, barely a sound echoes forth, and she will land right behind Spiritus and just kind of stare at him and tilt her head.
Oh my fucking god, that's beautiful.
A great model.
I love
It's a really good model.
Oh
I think Keras will immediately sink to a knee and throw his fist over his chest and bow his head.
At least I don't make mine bow, sister.
He bows of his own free will, though he may rise.
He'll timidly nod.
Georgie, being pretty heavily aligned to Valor at this point, I would say, would pull out his shield and pull out his spear and just give one of those, Spartan kind of salutes where he'll clang his shield 3 times against his spear.
Lumi will solemnly walk forward and just inspect the primordial that we've come to release. So, brother died to save you.
She'll tilt her head as you approach, and she'll look at you.
Your brother was a warrior. A hero.
Damn right you are. I humbly hope you will listen on, fight against Zodiac.
Were I not in your debt, I would aid simply to see that pompous ass fall to the earth.
I can't wait to bury that motherfucker.
Has she contacted you yet?
No. I
At
will
this point,
deal
sir.
with it when it occurs.
At Spiritus's words, Star will sit up a little, like, more proper on the chair, like trying to read between the lines because this is the thought that she's been having. So I'm on her roster.
Now then, I assume you wish to observe them in battle.
If they defeat enough opponents within this arena, or if they find the scattered pieces that were lost, I will recover my full strength.
Can Tsukuyomi not heal you?
If they manage to free my sister, then it won't matter.
She will be
Zodiac
freed.
will fall, as he did before.
Rest assured, Amaterasu, your sister will be freed.
For one sired by you, he shows remarkable valor. Are you certain, assassin, you would not have the fury of the sun behind your blades?
That is called poaching.
I am not of valor. I simply complete what I am told to. A messenger, as you would to death. He has shown me a different path, one I can control. Then he'll take out a blade and kind of spin it in his hand and look at it. I am only good at delivering death. That is my purpose now. Nothing else. Don't put it away.
In that case, warrior, I will honor your decision. But that makes you no less valorous to me.
Star do one thing before we start getting into the Colosseum. Or she can do it while they're fighting. Just been curious.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Star will kind of like start slowly scooting the chair closer and closer, but like she wants it to be quiet, but the chair is big and heavy, so every time you just hear clunk, clunk as she's like trying to get over closer.
Spiritus
to...
will eye roll.
As she gets over closer to Amaterasu, and she'll kind of like hold out her hand like she wants to touch her, and then she'll be like, you give me permission to see something? I'm very curious about if it's the same as your sister. I've seen her and I've spoken with her. I guess
Madarasu will tilt her head and nod.
and then you'll just see Star's eyes light up, and then like she'll jump out of the chair super quickly, run full speed, and then just jump into Amaterasu's mane like she did with Tsukiyomi, and she'll just go, "Oh, so warm, so warm."
As you jump into her mane, Amaterasu will look awkward for a moment before she slowly like lowers her head and makes sure that you can get back onto the platform.
I
And
do
Star will
have-
just bow and thank her.
I do have one last question, Spiritus, before we begin.
Yes.
What of my mask? What of the faceless head behind it? Are my allies safe? And then I'll put my hand on my face on the mask. I haven't dared remove it since you freed me.
You are still yourself. You are still a part of the dream. Whatever you believe lies beyond that mask is exactly what you will find behind it. If you believe your allies are not safe from you, then leave it on. But know that it is entirely your decision what lies behind the mask.
Orpheus's hand will go back to his side, off of the mask. I'm not used to this control. In due time, I'll remove it and see for myself.
I look forward to it.
Orpheus,
Yes, Georges.
I don't know what reassurance I can provide that the god of death himself could not, but my piece is that there is no threat you could generate that I could not protect us from. You can be sure of that. Be confident
you.
in what you are.
Thank you, Georges. Maybe you will be by my side when I reveal it.
And please call me Georgie. Georges is like calling me my father's name.
Very well, Georgie. Now, shall we begin?
You
Before-
have come here to fight who?
A once great warrior by the name of Demos.
Demos.
I seek to learn from him.
He'll open a maw, a rift in space and time, and reach into it. As he does, he'll procure a pyre soul from it, one that darts around in front of him in agitation.
Ah, yes. Yet another feisty one. Very well. To shift the arena star, I'll let you sit in it this one time.
He'll just look over and he'll see on like the seat and one of the armrests, she's already carved stars in it, and she's like, "Oh no, kind of has my signature on it."
Before we start, I want to talk to Amaterasu for a moment. I'll say to her, my lady, you were saying you needed to recover your power, correct?
My power is recovered through conflict, through valor, through victory.
I heard that there was a flower that contained some of your power? Somewhere near Mariko.
Yes. As my sister and I, and our dear brother as well, fought Zodiac. His attacks would strike wounds into our faith. The wounds would coalesce, the radiation forming, and as they fell to both worlds, they would form into different fauna.
Would those aid in your recovery?
5 of them would recover me completely. Have you any of these?
Not yet, but on my honor, I will surely recover as many as I can.
I thank you, child of the sun. I know not those among the warriors who fought. I know of the fallen one, whose death weighs heavily on my soul. But I know not the others who shed blood to free me.
I destroyed Bahamut, but it was up to Helios's sacrifice to make it happen.
Helios.
He was your favorite, Behemoth.
He was your first, your alpha. I altered him slightly. Forgive me.
You allowed him to dream in order to help this child of the flame.
Guilty.
He promised to come with me if I were to set you free, and I didn't think that he would ever give up that opportunity.
His soul is rightfully mine. Restore my strength. And not even my brother will stop me bringing him back.
Well, that's just rude. I'm standing right here.
That warms my heart.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to give her enough valor to do so, won't we, Keras?
Let's win this fucking challenge, shall we?
I swear.
Star will just look at the Spiritus and she'll be like, you could just give back to her. Then she doesn't have
That
to show
is
you up.
not the natural way of things, and you know this, Sairi. Have you not
She'll
been
just-
listening to the lectures?
She'll just shrug and she'll be like, I mean, we can do it your way, but she's just gonna show you up.
She is not as powerful as she thinks. The dominion over death is still mine, sister.
We shall see.
Okay, let's start.
Star just looks at Spiritus with a grin because she knows how like tenacious women can be, and when they really want something, they tend to get it one way or another. And then she'll just turn to Amaterasu and smile back at her.
Spiritus will open a palm, and as he does so, the Pyre Soul, the silver Pyre Soul, will coalesce in the center of the arena and form into a man. As he stands tall, he'll look around, resting his eyes on Spiritus and nodding. As he rests his eyes on Spiritus, Spiritus will shift his hand again, and the arena will transform.
Need rest, por favor.
The arena will shift into the tundra, and Amaterasu
Flash.
will jump. And watch on the
Serena's
side.
flashbacks to that first Solus attempt. Jeez.
Demos will walk around, just kind of nod to himself. Yeah, this'll do. He'll just kind of say to himself quietly as he draws his blade and just kind of lets it rest on his shoulder.
I'm following his walk around, except staying at his back very slowly.
As the party surrounds him, he'll smile to himself.
Not bad, not bad.
that, I still think I'm better. Roll initiative.
Wow.
They always do.
All right. By the way, Amaterasu, 5 flowers, 4 skull Colosseum challenges or higher, 5 final bosses or higher / Apex Fiends.
Or freeing her sister, right?
Or as soon as Tsukiyomi is freed, she'll instantly heal her sister. Tsukiyomi is a little powerful when it comes to magic and healing. All right, good luck. Let's begin. Amaterasu will lay down her paws forward and just kind of watch.
As everyone's setting
Top
up,
right dice.
Star's just gonna kind of flick with her fingers, and you'll just see like what looks to be grapes, just a bunch of like little blue circles, and she'll start popping them in her mouth. She'll offer a bowl. It's just like purified water. It's a spiritus, and then she'll like float some over to Amaterasu, like she's just eating popcorn, watching a movie about to unfold.
Amaterasu will look at it very like she's confused. She's been locked away so long.
Then Star will just pop one in her mouth and give her a thumbs up, and like rub her belly, like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, huh? Let's go here.
She's like, yeah, that's a good idea. All
She'll
right.
just perch on this rock.
He has one passive called Fidelity. Completely clad in armor, making it pretty obvious how durable he is as far as armor class. He is a human. His eyes dart around very quickly from left to right, scanning over all of you. He is intelligent, and he has quick strike. As he wields the blade, you can tell because when he wields it, it moves so fast, you have trouble keeping up with it.
Hey, you look pretty strong. Care to see if that sword can match my shield?
He'll grin, steal his stance, dig his greaves into the stone, and start to glow.
Oh, I think that's a yes, Georgie.
Steph,
Yes.
the attitude of Georgie and Demos is like when
Identical.
Rachel dates that Ross guy there.
Why the fuck with the Friends references? I swear to God. Okay, it's too funny.
I don't think I could hit him with his AC, so if anyone has anything, great.
You're a pretty confident guy. Let's see if we can take you down a peg. For his first mechanic, Demos will activate Armor Dozer. He'll literally just point at you, Georgie, and the indicator will appear above your head. It's called a focus indicator. These indicators only apply to frontline mechanics. So that is a primary mechanic activated. For a secondary mechanic, for a pressure mechanic, he will activate. You know what? You taunted him, right? Let's do it. For a secondary mechanic, he will activate Brave Slash.
Well,
Well, there it is. You'll get the answer to your question there, Easter.
Why do I get the feeling like there's something hanging over my head?
taunt successful, Georgie, clearly.
And for his second pressure mechanic, he'll activate Cross Slash. The indicator is spawned.
Can we get some rolls, please?
We have a 50-50 chance
Depends on what you want
of
to roll on.
which one damages and which one's safe.
I feel safe.
Yeah, but that could be mind games.
safe.
I feel safe.
That could be mind games.
I would prefer Armor Dozer first because that sounds very intimidating.
I'll hear Keras say, I feel safe, and she'll kind of like mutter aloud, unless it shifts.
Is it Armor Dozer? Is everybody good with Armor Dozer?
You don't know that, Star.
Yeah, we need to roll everything. So
Yeah, unless it shifts.
You don't know that either, Spiritus.
Armor
I don't know.
dozer,
More
tactics
popcorn.
33.
If we stand there, we get a power, right?
Armor break.
Armor break in this case, yeah.
Yeah, so we take the extra damage.
By the way, every single mechanic in this fight deals physical damage.
You don't take extra damage. You can't mitigate if you have armor break.
Exactly. You can't mitigate either. Well, you can't mitigate, or sorry, passively, actively, or damage reduction. Yeah, you can't just. You just can't reduce damage of that type.
Okay, so the dozer is this is like the triangles, right?
Nope. That's cross slash the triangle.
The dozer's
Okay,
that big
so-
blue thing.
So when you say the cardinal direction, it's east-west.
Let me get you. Not that one. Let me get a better one. I'm gonna get you a compass, Steve. One sec.
I'll
There's room.
I'll mitigate it with you, Georgie.
That is the shittiest line I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who put that line down.
I did, but come on. I'm sorry I didn't go to DM Academy.
Okay, yeah. All right, so east. So when he does the dozer, he's gonna, if he hits Georgie in the east, it's gonna also hit in the west, correct?
Right on the dick.
No, I think it just hits everything on the
No,
on the-
it
in the
hits
east.
everything on my side.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shove this in the back though, so you guys don't see
Okay,
it,
just
like, in
on the
front
other side of
everyone.
that line. Okay, got it.
Okay,
Okay.
and then I'm going to hide it a little bit, but you guys should still be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
change
works.
Change the
Not too
color.
annoying. The yellow was good.
The yellow? There you go.
Yeah, like that, like faded yellow. It's easy to see.
Okay,
That's not
there's
annoying.
your compass.
There was an augmented armor
Hey.
break.
Hey, Star,
3 stacks
So
of
everything on
augmented
this
armor
side,
break.
Uh-huh.
right?
does this thing spin? I want you to roll on that.
Does the compass spin, or you're talking about the little red zone?
Cross
red-
slash.
He needs
I
the
think.
cross
Cross
slash.
slash?
Yeah.
You don't want to know what finality or his limit break does?
If somebody can armor break or do something, I can.
I
prevent
can stop the
breaks.
limit break this round.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I could follow up on that and slap him with
I've-
that thing.
I have you, my fletchling pyromancer.
Ah,
Okay.
Well,
Let's
do the armor break.
Wow.
Because you have to choose, right? You have to choose between armor break or spell break, right?
That is correct.
Armor's it's more like weapon seeker or spell seeker, but
It's
yes.
a weapon seeker or a spell seeker, and
Yeah.
it's specifically on you. Yes.
Yeah, it's Orpheus should still do that so that I can curse him myself, and then you can just put Spellseeker on me. Thus, I don't have to worry about hitting.
Alright, so upon Keras's request, Star will sit up straight on her rock, and her eyes will glow a very bright yellow
Oh, you're on the rock.
color. Yeah. A bright yellow color, and she'll kind of like hold out her hands like she's like trying to fast forward, and she's going to use clairvoyance to see when Demos uses his cross slash, if in fact the red, like at any point,
Power
shifts in the
dozer.
arena. Power dozer shifts.
No, it's not power dose. Sorry, I was
No, it's
answering
cross-
Savanda.
Cross slash.
Oh.
It's
Cross slash.
So
You
it
are
is cross slash. Okay.
Cross slash. It's my bad. Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, power dozer. No, not power dozer.
I thought I was listening, but I guess not. All right. Clairvoyance.
Oh my god, it does spin. Holy shit, you were right, Star.
Star's gonna be like, it's almost like I'm clairvoyant.
It's
Okay,
almost
so-
like you didn't abandon being an oracle.
So after 2 turns, it'll hit in these red things
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
it'll rotate north south
and hit again.
and hit again at the end of the round.
So you gotta stay where I am if you don't want to get hit for the first two. And then you'll have to be able to move when it's not your turn for the other two.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
Or you just eat
Yeah.
it.
Or you just eat it. Yeah.
I can
It's
pull.
like,
I can pull
As
Georgie.
long As long as you don't get armor break, I can put my aura on you, which will reduce the damage as well.
It's pretty good.
Mechanics are activated. Orpheus' turn.
What happens if you stand on the line? Like, can you like jump in and out like how we do with other stuff?
You might want to reveal finality.
Oh, my fledgling pyromancer. Do you need anything else?
Wait, I forgot something.
Benebilze said finality, so let's figure it out.
Finality,
Forgot
eh?
something. Sorry.
You better not finality. I don't have any parts right now to fix it.
I'm sure you could patch me up if necessary, Barrelin. That's what you're good for.
Wow.
Wow.
He's great at
I
it.
think.
I'm not being
You know what
mean.
else I'm good at? Digging graves.
Have you seen these abs? Oh. Bro. Come on. Used to.
36 tactics on Barrelin for finality.
Man, good thing I asked
So
and good thing Barrel and roll.
So the circle, is that it?
Not the wait, what circle?
Like my character circle?
No, model. Your model.
So my foot's touching, I'm
Yeah,
insta
your
dead?
foot and your cloak. Your cloak are touching the red one, which means you would die instantly.
Jeez, okay. That was a,
But
that
he
was a
can't
good
touch
roll.
the yellow
Smart.
up and down line either, right?
No, that's just-
no.
that's
That's
just a
an
compass.
indicator. That's just
Oh,
a
okay.
cardinal indicator. That's different.
Okay.
I'm talking mechanical indicators. So the cross slash like cones, for example.
Okay.
So far, those are the only ones that matter. But yeah,
So does that mean you have to be fully in it and you're okay, or you can't
or
just be
fully
edges?
out of it.
Got it. Okay.
You can't. You see the darker edges, Neil, like the outlines. Those are the
Yeah.
ones you want to avoid. The darker
Yeah,
lines.
Don't sit in those when shit goes off.
Yep. He'll just instantly cut you down.
Okay, so I just rolled on Demos' character. Feels bad.
It makes it easier to move around him, though. It also makes it easier for me to have him face different directions. Hoya! Hoya! Hoya!
Star's gonna start taking out her violin and start playing. Like the devil went down to Georgia.
Devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind.
He's
All
gonna
right.
throw spoons at Spirit.
Hey,
Spiritus will take out a violin and start playing.
Then I'm going to...
Dear God.
we've stuck you in front of enemies so much, Orpheus, I'd forgotten what you could do.
Wait.
How do I select an enemy?
Black
I can't
Materia is
click
an
on
action and Last Breath is an action.
Oh, you're right. It has to be a reaction. Okay, well, leave the damage there. It'll be my reaction.
Okay.
Holding my bonus action to Wisp Walk. Okay.
Okay.
just leave that.
When are you wisp walking? You need to tell me when.
And I would have scooted. So I ended my turn. A little too
Okay. You need to tell me when you would wisp walk.
quick. As the round ends, when the compass shifts, when cross slash shifts.
It's on my turn. It'll shift.
Yeah, but it's at the end of the round. So when it shifts, I'm gonna Wisp Walk, right?
It will shift at the end of Lumi's turn, and then
Yep.
it'll do damage at the end of my turn.
Yep. You'll see the indication on my turn.
At
He's
the end
talking
of
about
At the end of Lumi's turn, it hits
hmm
and shifts, and then at
No.
the end of the round, it
Ye-
hits again.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Exactly.
and that's what he's
Okay.
saying. He's saying
So when it
that's when he's
shifts, I'm Wisp Walking.
Well, you said you said
You said at the end
when
of
it
the round.
shifts at the end
That
of the
is a
round,
good-
Steve. That's why.
That is a good what's it called? Trigger.
Is my bow gonna fuck me here on this line?
Why?
Because the bow is touching the red line, but literally every...
Yes, it will.
Fuck me.
Really?
Okay, then not that movement. Are you two the only ones soaking the cross slash? Or not the cross slash, the dozer? Dozer.
I think I need it. Need me.
I don't want to be argumentative or anything, Steph, but we don't count wings for engaging with enemies, so shouldn't like bows and tails and stuff not count for mechanics for us?
If it doesn't have to do with the main body, yeah, I'm good with that. It's not argumentative, it's just a question. I'll tell you when it gets argumentative.
Like I wouldn't apply for Keras, obviously, but for people like
okay.
Lumi.
Yeah, it's fine, Savande. The bow, what else? Georgie's model is pretty much all game.
Oh yeah, Georgie, Keras.
Orpheus too. Orpheus is pretty like good.
My wings were cut off.
Keras, you're pretty good. Yeah, it's just Lumi's big like his tail and his bow that I would not consider part of it.
Yeah.
Your face I would though.
But he's
Your
good,
ears.
It doesn't look like he is.
My ears aren't there.
Considering it.
Come in.
Your top right ear is in
You guys
some
are gonna
red.
make me
I don't
If
think
you
so.
click
I,
off
change
of
the
it.
color.
yeah, he's okay.
That's fucking close.
Yeah, it's close. All right, he's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I have vigilance, so I don't need to do anything else. Holding my shit.
So he's armor broken, drain broken, and cursed.
Yep.
Okay.
Until my next turn.
Slash, you're immune to knockback. As Demos wields his blade, he'll slash forward and then slash behind him in such a quick, successive motion. It'll send out shockwaves in the arena. Georgie, you suffer 200? Did I say 200? 200.
I'm also immune to bleed, so I only take
Okay,
damage.
no bleed for you and no knockback, right?
Mhm.
No bleed and no knockback, 200 damage.
Keras.
And that should get rid of that and summon this one.
Okay, wisp walk.
Keras, do me a favor and use one of your rolls to figure out what this other thing hanging over my head is, please.
Okay. Damage will be low though. Make up for it. I mean, Orpheus already fucking hit him pretty hard.
Am I?
You look fine and you're engaged. Is that what you want?
I'm making sure my feet and my head is good.
Yep,
Pretty much.
they are.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll tactics.
Yep, you're fine. You guys will get used to this. Just no sketchy shit.
Gonna roll tactics to figure out what's the latest one. We're on the power dozer, right? No. It's Brave Slash.
Brave Slash, yeah.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, this is the simplest mechanic in the world.
That 20!
Ah, man, I'm gonna reveal like. Alright, fine. I'll give you Brave Slash.
Be wanting to avoid that.
Would Heretic apply to that stuff? Let me double check and see if I'm in range first.
Share it? Yeah, share it. There's no
Okay,
point in double checking if the mechanic doesn't apply.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, you can. So, of his pressure mechanics, I think Brave Slash and Sonic Slash are the only two that are frontline mechanics.
yeah. It's just
You can't control Sonic Slash.
That's a very cool ability.
Yep. I was just asking in case I wanted to, stay outside of his range for whatever reason. As long as I'm within the 50 feet, I can make sure that he doesn't splinter it off. And
You rolled a critical success. What do you want, Neil? Do you want Limit Break? Do you want pressure mechanics?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take pressure mechanics.
Okay. Your choices are Brave Slash, Cross Slash, Sweeping Slash, Sonic Slash, or Splinter Slash.
There's a lot of slashes.
Let's do Sonic. That's enough, I think.
You can pick another one.
Give me Splinter Slash.
I like to call that
I'll
one
reveal
the
the mechanics.
stand next to Georgie mechanic.
I'll reveal the mechanical indicators. You see this? Okay, so the way Splinter Slash works. Oops. Did not mean to do that. The way Splinter Slash works is the tether will be centered on one of you, and then the other tether will be centered on another person. Let's say Georgie. As you guys move, those tethers will follow you. If someone intercepts the tether, then the tether will attach to them, and the mechanic will start to rotate and follow them.
Yo.
So how is the damage split between people for armor dozer, or is it just reduced?
Evenly.
Evenly, okay.
I'm gonna
So-
reel back my fist and punch him in the face. I just rolled a nat 20 outside of the box. God damn it. You bastard.
It's gonna suck until you guys get
Sucks
used
to
to that.
suck.
Would you consider this this isn't a melee attack, right? Like, how does this work exactly?
Crush Soul is a cooldown, so it is it is a melee attack. Why?
Okay, I have weapon crit plus 10, so that would be a crit in that instance, or it just doesn't apply to material?
Are you using your weapon?
Yes, I think so. I have to hit him with my weapon, right?
I mean, you think so.
You just said
In the
you were punching
materia,
him,
does
Neil.
it say do a standard weapon attack?
Attempt to deal any your engagement. Technically, no, so I guess not.
No.
So then, no.
Okay. So then let's
If
hit
the cooldown / ability said attempt to do this and then deal weapon damage, then it would be different.
this. Got it. It's just not. Let's roll you. Demos. Cool.
What does Crushed Soul do again?
It puts curse on him 5 times, so every time he would get a charge of limit breaks stats, he would get nothing instead.
Then why did I curse?
You did it because I couldn't do this. I have to actually roll to hit him, so I needed your armor break to do it.
Oh,
And
okay, I
this
see.
this is a physical version, I think, the way it's being applied. So Easter can't give me physical and magic spell. What is spell seeker? He has to do one or the other.
Yeah, no, I
So-
understand.
Yeah, I needed it for that reason. And also, I don't think it'll eat a charge of this either because he's cursed. He won't get anything on his turn. So we'll have like 6 rounds of no limit breaks because of
It's
that.
probably a death mechanic on round 5 anyway.
No, he doesn't get to do that. He has a death
You didn't reveal the limit break, did you?
No.
The round 5 limit break is called Final Act.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm gonna stand right here. I might.
Georgie.
I'm gonna react and spend 2 blaze shards. Sculpture.
Let me make sure that
This
Neil
is
did not.
literally one of the tank buster encounters in the Colosseum. So
Well, good thing I don't need to melee this round. You kind of fucked me if I did, Neil.
Sorry.
why?
Because I want to make sure he's in my aura so I can double mitigate when we split the damage, but he stood too far back for me to be in melee and spread my aura to him, so.
It's okay. I'm gonna use my cooldown. I won't take any damage this turn.
Okay, that is fine then. I will move.
You can go to melee, and I'll be done next time.
Keep in mind the wording, I think.
Yeah.
Enemies caught in the cardinal direction that this mechanic targets will be afflicted with the break. You don't need to take damage to be afflicted by the break. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but I can ignore the damage part, at least for that one hit.
Oh boy, those spikes though.
Well, you can, like,
I'm just kidding.
The spikes.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what spikes? I didn't realize he had him on his call.
this is going to be short. I'm going to Solar Aegis.
Are you engaged? You are engaged.
Oh, but he has quick strike, right?
Yep.
So I won't be able to use my thing.
If you prepare it, you can.
Can I prepare to activate this as soon as the round ends?
No. You're slower.
That's why. Yeah.
The only reason I said no is because you're slower 2 times. You're slower by initiative and you're slower by
Okay.
quick strike.
That's what.
If he had quick strike, I would let it happen if he prepped. Even though Demos has more initiative, I'd let it happen if he prepped. If Neil had quick strike.
Okay. I only said that because I've prepped in the past.
I know, because
He's
in
so
those situations, though, not in a situation
Yeah.
like this.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I figured quick strike would be like I could maybe prep and then like one thing would go off and then I could do it. With Aeon
All right,
Strike,
I'm
two
going
things.
to.
One thing goes off either way for Quick Strike. If he had Aeon Strike, 2 of his mechanics would go off.
Yeah.
If he had Aeon Instinct, then it's 3 mechanics going off.
I'm going to say my bonus action to actively mitigate the first thing to hit me, since it's all going to do a lot of damage.
Got it. Awesome. End of the round triggers. End of your turn triggers first, which would make the Dozer mechanic trigger. The Dozer mechanic triggers, so trigger and 300 to each of you, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna heal Georgie in between the Brave Slash hits.
Okay. You guys are afflicted with which one was it? Armor break. Augmented armor break.
I'm going to react as soon as that hits, if I can. I didn't
As
prepare.
soon as it hits,
Yep, once it hits, if I can.
keep in mind as soon as it hits, you're afflicted with armor break.
I know.
Okay, then go ahead.
I want to patch myself.
Patches work on all 3 charges, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Remove the patch, though. What?
Gone. It's gone.
It's gone?
Went
Okay.
from 1 to
Armor break is gone from Georgie.
I have a brace
Very good to
powder
have
if
on
you
the
need to
thing.
do that again.
God, the consumables are so strong now.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Intense.
That's the way I wanted it. So it's
Also
okay.
need to heal myself for
Well, it rewards those that prep, right?
my
Exactly.
action.
That's exactly what I wanted. So, okay, that mechanic went off. Next, it is Brave Slash that goes off. You are in engagement range, which means you are the one being targeted.
That's only all cleanse because it's a patch, right? Or would a brace powder get
And
Brace powder would get rid of everything too. Yep.
yeah,
Slash,
patches is specifically
slash.
all breaks. Let me
3 times 200 damage.
temporary myself.
Oh my god. The people, I'm trying to apply stuff. What's going on? Where am I? Georgie.
Thankfully, I have 2 brace powders.
Do you have Quick Strike, Lumi?
Nope. Letting Brave Slash go off. Or like 1 flash, then heal, then another slash. Ivory.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, sorry.
That was a good heal.
How many of these do you have? Do you have Vigilance?
He does.
Okay. We're good. Slash, 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 we're good. Mechanic goes off. And then Cross Slash. Which misses.
Let's get scorched.
Alright, end of the round triggers. Okay, sorry. Demos will activate. Oh yeah, remove Crush Shoal for me.
Has his
Would
curse?
curse.
Doesn't the curse prevent it from even happening?
The curse would blanket it. Yep, you're right. My bad. I forgot about black materia. And
goodness.
then let's. Okay, so let's do this now. He will activate Magic Dozer. There's 2 people in his engagement range. Are you forcing him to target you, Georgie?
Yes.
Magic Dozer is now on you. Focus arrow's a different color. You're welcome. Next, he will activate Brave Slash. Are you forcing him to target you?
Yes.
Couldn't use it.
I could take some hits, Georgie. If you need it.
Well, I'll need you to split this magic thing with me.
And then he will activate Sweeping Slash. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That ends his turn.
Can we get a
Can
roll
we
on
get-
that, please?
A roll on sweeping slash.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Oh, you-
My good man. No. After you. Benjamin and Benjamin. Benjamin squared.
Benjamin squared.
Who are you talking to, ma'am? I need you to be more clear.
Benjamin
Make the
squared.
bird roll.
It's a partnership.
Well, that's what you get. 24 on it, please.
Never
Tactics.
Can the bird roll?
Stop
Yeah.
rolling with the bird, please.
That's what you get for rolling with the bird.
Lumi
And it hits at the
Keras,
end of the round.
Hmm.
Triggers at the end of the round.
can you make it up to one of these two?
Hmm.
I would suggest that you and Lumi go up there, get hit with that mechanic, and then Orpheus stands, well, we'll be tied, I suppose.
I can stand here and still take the magic dozer with you.
It kind of looks like a Pokeball.
Just make sure you're in a separate section from me and from them. So he has to target them.
Does that make Amaterasu the Pokeball?
I thought it looked like Simon. You know, like the Simon Says game.
I just need to be on this side to take the dozer with you.
We need to know magic armor break. You rolling it,
Yeah.
Star?
I was there in
Yeah.
the early days of the universe, but that made me feel old.
Star will just laugh, and then her eyes will glow again. And then, like, they'll kind of fade back, and she'll kind of look at Keras. She's like, magic armor break?
Magic dozer.
Ah, okay, good. Good thing I stopped. Because I was gonna say. So she'll start her eyes glowing again, and she will look to see what magic dozer does.
Okay, and sweeping strike is 300
Sweeping
damage, right?
Sweeping slash is what?
Sweeping slash is 300 damage, you said?
300 damage, yep.
Yeah, you should take that one, Steve, with him. Because neither of us can afford getting that.
So,
Magic break.
so we're both taking overwhelm and
No.
magic armor break.
No. Just the magic armor break. You need to be on this side. You need to be on this side and take it with him, so that he only takes 300.
In that case, Keras, Lumi, you'll have to go either up there or down there.
I can make it to either. It's fine.
As can I. I'm dead center.
Okay. So that.
Does Spiritus
That's-
feel anything that Star's doing? In my message?
Oh, I didn't see your message.
I won't be able to do much damage because I can't run there.
To his healing? What do you mean by healing?
Like if he gets wounded, like his faith gets wounded or he gets wounded, how he would heal up.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Does he feel anything? Is he like, what are you do?
No, actually, he doesn't.
Just,
He trusts you, so he's not like prodding or
Is she able
sensing
to-
anything.
is she able to glean the information from that?
Yep, I'll tell you after. You guys can keep taking your turns, by the way.
Is it okay with Lumi if I don't mitigate the magic dozer
It's fine.
or Wiswalk stuff?
Wiswalk!
You and Lumi and Keras are taking the sweeping strike, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you can move me. He is no longer armor broken.
Top left or top right? Or bottom left or top left?
Let's go bottom. I'm gonna go there. It's not my turn. Oh, I didn't mean to move. I was just
You
telling
shouldn't have queued up. Oh god.
His voice changes as if he's
Stop.
trying to stop himself.
Stop queuing movements
His
when
voice
it's not
changes as if
your
he's trying to catch it.
fucking turn. How much movement did you perform?
140. There you go. Let's go back.
Okay. Christ. Where's Lumi? Lumi's there.
Except
Murder someone.
gonna get rid of this fucking armor break.
Vigilance.
Now I can go. Yay! Maybe please. Bonus action, consume a brace powder, and get rid of armor break. Hold action to attack him when Easter gives me Spellseeker. Correct? Can you give me Spellseeker, right?
Sweeping slash is end of round, right?
Neat.
Yes.
I would like to go into melee with him next turn so I can actually do big damage. Let me kick it. I'm gonna shield this sweeping slash. Don't worry about me. Wait, nope. He's gonna do magic first, and then okay, yeah, I can do it. I'm going to activate my cooldown as soon as the round ends, Steph, and he's going to do his one ability first, so I can sweeping slash shield it. Right.
What ability?
My cooldown, my background.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Since
What is that block?
blocks physical.
Okay.
So, and because he's doing his magic dozer first, I'll be able to actually use it this time.
Okay. You focused yourself?
No, the second charge was an accident. Excuse me. Second charge was an accident. The first one was on Keras. The rest of them were supposed to be on Keras.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you consume 2 of those right now. As I
And they
blast
are
this guy.
focused, which means magic, Neil. Anything that costs mana.
Yep. Let's burn some mana. If you rock it.
That was a little scary.
We've been doing that. We've been doing that a lot today. Boom. Once more. Reaction. Gun boys. I'm good.
All right.
Reacting. Putting on solar.
Why'd you do it 3 times?
It didn't drag on. Like I have a weird thing where it's just dropping dice. So
Okay,
I
okay.
had to try to do it multiple times to get it to work properly.
I was fully expecting a 900 temp shield.
It wouldn't stack. Anyways, I tried to do that. You'd just be dragging on a 300.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
300, 300, 300. Shit, it's the same 300.
End of the round. Magic dozer. Kablow. 300 damage each.
I'm gonna react when that's done.
Magic break to both of you. Okay, next is Brave Slash.
Getting a little spicy. Hanging in there, Georgie.
Still good.
Brave Slash has resolved. Next, Sweeping Slash. The area with the most people in it is this section down here, which causes both of you to suffer 300 damage.
None for me.
End of the round triggers. You guys can proc your end of round effects.
Overwhelm for me and Keras as well.
What?
Overwhelm.
Do I get? Since
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
take any,
that's my
since
bad,
I didn't
yeah.
take any damage, do I still get overwhelmed?
Where is it?
Within the section.
Within the section, yeah, you get overwhelmed.
Okay.
Overwhelm. Overwhelm on Keras and Lumi. You know what? You know what? Take that shit off, you guys. We got enough to track on the damn tracker. I'm going to do this the Q way.
Give us these little icons.
No, just the ones.
You need a round to recover, Georgie.
I can use a round to recharge. Yes.
Just not
Alright.
sure how I.
Demos will activate. Armor Dozer.
Can I force that to target Orpheus?
You may choose the tank mechanic and duelist mechanic targeting priority of any enemy afflicted with air.
Get intention late and vanish.
So yeah, technically you can choose it. Yep, if you want. Do you want to change it?
Mm-hmm.
To who?
Orpheus.
Wait. You're vanished?
Yeah, but I can intentionally unvanish myself at any time.
Okay.
So I just wasted a reaction, but it's okay.
Alright. Vanish is off. Mechanic targeted. Armor break. And then... mechanic.
That's my misunderstanding. Then when you said that, I thought like your stuff all works within the same turn, so there wouldn't be any point in splitting damage if you're going to activate and then get hit with everything at the end of round, right? So.
Alright.
I can take Brave Slash if he does it again as well.
We are activating Cross Slash.
Can you pick people up?
And
Georgie?
I'm sure I could. But why?
So I don't have to waste an action. Dispel Tonic removes Magic Break, right?
No.
No?
Splinter Slash. Centered on Lumi.
Okay, never mind. You, I'm okay.
Magic Break is just pop a robust matter. And it all it does is reduce your magic damage and your spell healing by 50%. Which you don't have any.
And centered on Keras.
Rude.
Let's change the color of the second one.
Whatever you two do, make sure you're within 85 feet of me this round, please.
White and yellow? White and yellow.
I'm going to melee this round, so no problem.
I'm sorry, Georgie, what was that again?
Is that everything?
Make sure you're
mechanics?
within 85 feet of me, if you would.
Did
this
you
round.
remove Crushed Soul? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, there's only 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no Brave Slash.
Then we are good.
He's doing sweeping slash again and right. No, he's doing it.
Sweeping.
Sweeping
it's not.
and it's
He's
slash.
doing cross slash and
Oh, that's it. Yeah, cross and what?
What are the cones again? Like the lines? The
Splinter
tethers?
Slash.
Splinter
So-
Slash. That's at the end of round as well.
End of round for Splinter, yes.
End of round. Yep.
Alright, so
And
that
there-
means I have to move twice. So. Okay.
I sent another message.
I'm gonna bring the dozer on this side again and keep it consistent.
I'm off of this line, right, Steph? Or I accidentally murderize myself.
Then you're definitely on that line.
Your shoulders in there.
I'm scooching. It's 45 minutes I used.
Okay. While they're doing that, the answer is that he wouldn't be able to heal himself. The only way Spiritus would be able to heal his Firefly makeup is to absorb souls. And Spiritus would never do that. He would have to kill the equivalent of, like, the city of Midgar, absorb it, depending on how much the damage is, and then use their souls, consume the Pyre souls to repair himself.
Okay.
If he was injured, he would need to either repair himself over time or return to Akuria and meditate. Or Tsukiyomi could heal him. Tsukiyomi can heal anyone.
You can move me and stuff.
As for your second question, you can roll for your second question. What did you say you were doing? Meditating?
I guess it would be kind of meditating, right? Because she's like
It's a
going
wisdom
within
check.
her body and stuff like that. Just roll wisdom.
He's moving here.
Okay, I have.
That means the cardinal direction is westernmost.
Like just
Yeah, western,
was-
but it goes at the end of the round, correct? So I'm gonna move again.
At the
I'm
end
holding
of
my
your
bow.
turn,
At the end of my turn is when it happens.
touch a focus indicator to an enemy that was in your engagement until the end of their next turn.
Yeah, it's been end of round because Easter's
Yeah.
last.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll scooch then. Wait, am I on the line there? I can't see it because of the yellow. You're like perfectly on the red. I think I'm good.
You're on the line. Yeah, you're on the
I
line
am?
there.
Did you just want me to wisdom check it or like roll?
You can roll a
Right.
skill as long as it has something to do with magic, but otherwise it's a wisdom check.
It moves
Keep-
me
Not a saving
so I
throw,
can get a
but
better
check.
view.
Keep
Okay,
moving,
would-
Easter, if you can move.
Would foresight work?
Yes.
Where would I
Okay.
move to?
To the
The left.
Then
You're
can I
get
just
slashed.
take the 9 from that roll?
How much movement does Georgie have?
16?
This comes up to 55. He has 80 total, I think. 80 total.
80 total. Isn't it reduced by your bastions?
No, my bastions cap right now are capped at 90, but I only have 80 movement, so I can't. Like, it doesn't give me movement, which is what you said. I have a thing for it in the passive.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
You can move me. I have enough movement to scooch if I need to. Am I okay there, Steph? My feet, cloak, and everything?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
look
and
at
I'm-
nice.
You also intercepted this here, by the way.
Mhm.
This will attach to you instead.
Does anyone? Do you guys need a roll before I get off? 42 tactics on Barrelin for the first limit break.
First limit break is Blade Beam.
Are you done moving, Georgie?
Until this cross slash goes off, yes.
Okay, Steph,
Yes.
as soon as my turn ends, I'm gonna activate Vapor.
Okay. Vapor is an active mitigation, Steve. It always gets prioritized first.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you Vapor anything that's active mitigation will always go first.
Okay. Yeah, that's a new thing,
Activated at
right?
the-
It's newish. I think I've told you before, but it's okay because you're not used to that, so it's fine.
Yeah. I'm used to just dealing damage. Okay. So as soon as my turn ends, I'm activating it. Is Georgie considered in or not?
He's fine.
Georgie is technically on the line.
He's
Yeah,
part of
but
the
that's not a
foresight.
mechanic. It's just compass.
Yeah, that doesn't matter
So
to
it-
this.
Oh yeah, you're right.
His majority
You're right.
is
Right,
on
it
the
doesn't
left.
apply to that.
Is that
It
okay?
applies to the pressure mechanics. Okay, then he's fine. Yep.
He's fine.
End of the round, or sorry, not end of the round. Mechanic triggers, dealing 600 damage.
60.
Reduced to 60 on Orpheus since he activates Vapor. You are afflicted with armor break, augmented armor break 3.
Yeah, which means I can't get hit with anything anymore.
Take your turn, Lumi.
But your damage is okay, thankfully.
What is considered is it half model or like most of model, or is it entire model for my AoE heal?
More than half of the model.
Okay, don't accept this just yet. Trying to see the red here. Is that overlapping with Georgie too much?
No.
Okay, and that should be more than half my model.
Yes.
You said you were going into melee, weren't you, Keras?
Yep, I'm going right here.
I'll be on your turn. Okay. I didn't really. This is fine. Vigilance.
There you go. I'm replacing the.
Armor breaks.
Yeah.
The overwhelmed. So.
Yeah, the overwhelms. Yeah.
Oh.
You guys see them? We good?
Yeah. You gotta spin this cone so that it's not on a limit.
Yep. I'm doing that right now.
I'm gonna react when it spins. Not that one. Yeah, the other one. Spins. Which it should have spun, right? Went off.
Yep. Oh, the cross slash is gonna twist now. And switch.
Race. Yeah, cross slash is going off. Lumi, were you in cross slash? No.
Nope, I moved out.
Yeah. Wait for me to move so that I.
cross
so-
slash detonates
Wait for me to move.
and then reactivates.
Because I'm about to pick up Lumi's thing, so we need to figure out where you're standing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Alright. Give me the thingy stuff.
What?
Give me. I'm gonna pick up Lumi's spinning thing because I'm passing through it.
No, you have to pass through the tether. The tether goes between him and the boss.
Oh.
You can't pick it up from behind.
Okay. Interesting.
The only reason there's
Makes
a full
sense.
line is because I can't very well
But I
have a dynamic line.
I assume I can't go through those two because they're
No, you
literally...
can't because it'll overlap. Yep.
Yeah, so that's
Hi, Jace.
impossible.
What's wrong?
You could probably come around this way.
You want me
And,
to pick up yours?
Touch my arm. No, you wouldn't pick up mine. You would pick up Lumi's if you go give my arm a hug. And then you'll be between Lumi and the boss, because I can't pick up Lumi's tether, right? So you would just have to walk around that way instead of...
Risk is 70.
Georgie, you are moved, correct?
Risk is 70. 145.
Yes, I am.
Cross slash is pretty brutal for the two highest initiatives because we have to move twice.
Yeah, but we're both the perfect jobs for it outside of the Templar.
Yeah, it works out.
That picks it up. So I got it. Right. Is that enough to pick up Lumi's?
He's not there at the moment.
Alright, well, we get a drink. Oh, he's AFK. Be right back.
It doesn't look like you're in front of me though.
I can't go
Yes, it
anymore, I don't
does.
think.
Is it?
It does look. Yeah.
Other than Georgie's fat ass moving.
That's the issue. Georgie has a fucking fat ass in front of me.
He's got a big fat ass. So
I mean, I
can't
can
move.
scooch.
Scooch that fat ass. What do you know?
Are you gonna have enough? Yeah, you will, because it's your turn. Okay.
Yeah, movement refreshes on my turn. Yeah.
So if I need to move more.
I'm probably going... Well, no, because right now I'm splitting the damage with Orpheus. I don't want to stay this way. I need to go back west.
You
No,
mean splitting
it
the
already
damage with
went off.
No,
Orpheus?
it
It already
went
went
off on
Okay.
Orpheus' turn
No.
because he went
It already
first.
went off. You're safe.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I wasn't accidentally...
So it's at the end of the
This way.
targeted person's turn.
Correct.
Not
You're right.
end of round. I almost made the mistake.
How do we aim this cone thing? How do we do the math so that we aim this cone thing so that we can all stand around each other normally? Because like
I mean, you can.
one of us has to eat this, right?
It's 100 damage. We can both eat it, and it doesn't really matter. We're taking 40
Yeah,
apiece.
you just want to not hit the
Alright,
other
I'm here,
two
sorry.
with it.
Yeah. I
So
guess
you want to stand near the line, like at the bottom here, to aim it, right? Like this.
What is this mess?
To aim
I'm,
it like this.
Georgie's moving to the side, and then I'm moving to take his tether as he's moving. I'm taking Lumi's tether
Take the Lumi's tether.
because his
Can
fat
you
ass is in the
update
way.
your movement in chat, please, Easter? These micro movements are making me nervous.
I'm at 70. So yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Now, so you,
That's
if you,
That's an overlap. You can't stand there.
So it's impossible to take Lumi's thing.
It's not. You can continue through. You just can't stop here.
Yeah, no, I'm not planning to stop here. I just wanted to.
Well, you
I'm
need
not,
to keep going now. You can't just stop here, do a few things, and go. You need to like move. There's not enough room for your character to stand there. Is
But
what I'm trying to say.
I was indicating that I was like waving my arm through it to like pick it up and then keep going. Basically, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Well, your model's going through it, but you need to leave.
Okay, that's fine.
Where's the? Need to update.
You'll see Lumi
Which
as
one was on you? The white one?
This one's gonna be the green one.
Yeah, the white
green.
one was on Easter.
There you go. That should be outside of his thing. Stuff.
as you see Lumi aiming down the sights for his bow. He'll
Yeah, that's it.
He'll squint and you'll hear him mutter to himself, "No, it's not him." And continue.
Don't be standing on that red line though.
Yeah, I have one. So,
Oh shit, I rolled twice. That's my bad.
I'm going to overheat. So spend 3 potions.
Basically, I don't know if you understood me earlier, we want you like as close to this line without obviously hitting it. And
Yeah.
then Georgie, he can either go right beside you without overlapping, or up here somewhere without overlapping on you. One or the other. I think it'll be easier to plan if he goes the same side as you, but that depends on his movement, because he'll have to go.
By the
he'll
way,
have to go in
Orpheus,
engagement.
you're currently taking death damage.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Keras to do his movement.
Okay.
And for Georgie to do his movement as well.
I'll need
Keras
to
is
do
going
mine as well.
Keras
So
is
that I
going
can
to
plan where I stand without getting hit.
spend all of his blaze shards and a fire slash. Rock.
Nice. So don't forget that Georgie's gonna want to be like probably close to melee, right? Engaged.
Is that
Demos?
something you would have to roll hit on?
No, it is not. And it's
Okay.
not a spell. It's not a spell. So it wouldn't,
Just making sure.
It wouldn't affect anything anyways. All right, so I can go backwards. I don't have to be in melee anymore. So
Okay, so yeah, so go backwards, like close to the line.
As he
Without-
hits heavy, an auto action triggers.
like that, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
How I have missed this. My soul misses this.
He'll take the sword, hold it above his head, and as he does, it'll activate SOS haste.
Shit.
Their name for this
You
mechanic?
can get rid of the compass stuff. It's just an extra line.
It's an auto action. It's just SOS haste. SOS haste in my fights now only affects pressure mechanics. That's an internal change in the campaign's mechanics.
Okay, so he's gonna do 3 instead of 2.
So can you move Keras and his cone? And then
Yep.
whoever's
Keras, do you have nimble?
Yes, I do.
is his foot touching that line? No, I think he's good.
No, I think we're fine. Yeah.
Okay. So now, how the fuck is
Nope,
Georgie
he's fine.
gonna do that?
You are definitely still dying, Orpheus.
Yes, I know. Stop reminding
that's
me.
it.
Okay. Help me out here, guys, because I don't foresee us like not. There's no way 2 of us can avoid this with the overlap of cross slash.
I
Let me
don't
see where
think
Georgie
so.
moved.
Well, Georgie would have to move near engagement range, right? Without touching the red line, and without touching Keras's
So he'll be either
cone.
here or here. Is it really the worst thing if he touches the? Oh no, you're right, because that's damage.
I could also just stand in this and scooch a little bit to the right, potentially.
It'll take 200, but yeah, that might be better. So you 2 get a point. The extra.
You can handle
take
it.
both of those. Isn't it 300 plus 100?
Minus 120 for his mitigation.
How much damage is this cone thing on me?
Cross slash is. I want so
Cross
the big
slash is 200.
200.
Even
yeah,
better.
And then the splintered is 100.
But he'll take 300 minus 120, 180.
Yeah.
That's healable.
So the death thing counts with these lines too, Steph? Like the green ones?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It even counts for the people who are tethered to them. So that means the larger models that are tethered cannot move in closer.
Oh shit. Okay. Lumi, are you moving anytime soon?
I was waiting for you to resolve yours, because I'm probably dashing to you. Unless you're not dashing.
So here's the issue. Is that my movement is based on Wisp Walk, which puts me in engagement range of demos either there or there. Which means I touch the lines. So here's the thing, Lumi, is can you move without an ally?
I have to dash to an ally.
You have to dash to an ally.
As it stands now, I can dash to Keras and take 100. Not a big deal. And then pull somebody. Pull you, I assume. Which will solve our movement issue, but you'll be out of melee. And I'll be down a heal.
Because Georgie can keep moving here, be safe from the 200 damage. I could eat the 200. I'll only take 20. I'll only take 100. And yeah, so Georgie moves to where my arrow is. Then you can dash.
The problem is that I am not nimble. I can move not on my turn, but I cannot stop him from hitting me in the face. I can't disengage because I already attacked. So what I could do is if I move.
You scoot enough to get me off of the white line.
Hold on, Steve. What I could do is if I move up here, since I have 80 movement, I move up here. Lumi grabs to me, gets deposited on the other side of me. I move back. Lumi pulls you.
Well, like I said, I could just eat it. It's not that big a deal. I'll react and heal myself a bit, and I'll take 100 damage. I just can't be on this line here.
Okay, well, that's easy enough. Let me scooch.
Well, you can move to get Lumi to dash to you, so Lumi's safe, right? And then you can move back. With your movement.
And I will do
you
that.
have enough movement for that. Just make sure Lumi can get the safe.
Because you get put within engagement range of me, right?
25 feet.
25 feet? Easy enough.
So you can be back a bit.
Alright, in that case, I'm using all of my movement stuff to move up there, let Lumi pull himself to me, and then move back.
Okay, and then make sure. Wait, you moved back exactly where you were. You needed to move a little closer to the line to get me out of the thing. Not there and back.
I thought you were wisp walking to him to get melee. Can you not? I thought that's what you were doing. My bad.
Yeah, that works too. I can do that too. Okay, just do that.
Alright, bonus action. I am pulsing.
Yeah, that works too. I just deal less damage. This
Does
way,
anybody?
it's less damage taken as well. Alright. This is a pretty tricky overlap.
That's the last time I can trail.
End of my turn.
Everybody's safe except for you. Yeah.
Lumi, will you be doing any more healing?
Got one more in the chamber.
Well, since I'm heavy now, I would recommend you do it to me if you're going to do it.
It's one
Because
mechanic.
I'm going to... Well, and I suppose it won't matter.
Why?
Because I'm going to stab him and heal myself.
Oh, I'm armor broken. I would have had to use my vapor if I stood there. My last stack.
The armor break wouldn't work, or the vapor wouldn't work.
End of the round triggers, which will trigger cross slash. Who's standing in cross slash? Georgie?
Yep.
You are no longer able to reduce or mitigate the armor break with bullet true.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah, so that would have.
You're immune to bleeding and to knockback. Cross slash has resolve.
Should we go damage mode? You think? I
Okay.
think we could hang on for a turn, but we could also try it.
We're trickling damage because it's rough.
That
It's
is
hard to-
not actually a 1.
Slash. Dealing 100 damage to Keras and Georgie. Am I successfully damaging you, Georgie?
Yes, you are for 50. Or,
Okay.
excuse me,
In
40.
that case, splinter slash. Keras.
Something 85 feet from Georgie.
Keras, remove nimble.
Okay.
Keras' damage is reduced by 60 as well.
And
Oh no, he doesn't lose nimble.
He's within 85 feet of Georgie.
I put my blessing on him. The distance doesn't matter. Blocks the hit. He isn't dispelled.
the distance matters. The blessing still needs to apply.
Well, I applied the blessing. Once the blessing is applied, it doesn't matter how far away he is. It's the next hit.
Okay, I'm aware of that. What I mean is the blessing has a radius.
Yeah, I applied it whenever I was. I'll do it again so you can see.
Launch bitch!
In that case, nothing gets dispelled, and it is Denos' turn.
That's good, because I'm just...
Oop.
I have significantly more crushed souls on me than I should have.
One done.
Those three that should be gone, right? The first round.
First round, none gets rid of, and then second round
second,
is
third.
one. So I have
So
three.
two.
Two, right? Yeah. Because it would
Two should be off of him.
2, 3, and this is 4. So no, after this round it would be one goes down, right?
No, the round one is mitigated because of curse.
Yeah.
End of round 2 is one crushed soul. End of round 3 is a second crushed soul. Now we're in round 4, so
But it's
2 are off.
it's the end of round. So it's 2 go down because it was round 2 and 3 that one got off. Round 4 just starts, so I don't lose.
So,
I'm
yeah,
still-
he should have 3 on him right now until the
Yeah,
end of this.
exactly. That's what I was
Correct.
saying. 2 are gone. You were saying 3 are there. Anyway.
I was like, oh, this can't. This
Yeah.
is, I thought you were saying 3. I'm like, oh no, I think
Tomato.
Yeah. Misunderstanding.
Magic Dozer.
Right in. I did not heal myself from my hit from my dragon thing. Do that.
Brave Slash. Sweeping Slash.
I have one more Dragon's Heart left. What was the tank mechanic he used? I heard Brave Slash and then Sweeping.
Magic Dozer.
Magic Dozer. Okay.
Sonic Slash. And that ends his turn.
These are the ones we have to intercept, right?
Yeah. So left, right, and south, right? Oh, so it's 3 of them heading south. Okay. Right?
No, I think it's 5 heading south.
Yeah.
5.
The arrows just indicate which cardinal direction.
The number of arrows doesn't actually matter.
Okay, so we just need to be in the south hemisphere to intercept.
Seems like
Person
it.
who was tanking it, yes.
Are we having Georgie tank this one as well? I mean, we should, no? He's completely immune to this.
You just can't be in the radius.
Yes, how are
How
we?
am I immune?
Resist 50, at least, don't you? Passively?
Ah, yes. Yes, I do.
Just don't be within 80 feet of Georgie. Is
No, but either way, we can be in 80 feet if he resists all of them.
that how it works, stuff? It's
Because
identical
it
damage?
resonates the damage he
Yeah.
takes.
That's true.
It resonates the damage he takes. Steve's right.
Right, so that's actually pretty amazing. Okay.
How are
I
we
think
resolving?
This is the part where you stab him, Orpheus.
I agree. How are we resolving sweeping?
Well,
Georgie and I get hit in the center, you both go in separate ones on the outside.
Done.
that's exactly it. Also, this goes without saying. But I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me this round.
You'll be fine.
I know I have complete faith in you. I was just stating a fact.
Star. While they're doing their turns, do not stop your turns for this. Are you there?
Yep. Can you not hear
Okay.
me?
After shutting your eyes and probing with your magic, trying to sense where your not your pyre soul, but the pyre flies inside of you that are aligned to Etro. You'll find all three of them. There are three inside. And as you isolate them, you'll see that they are withered and weakened, and they are, instead of a bright, luminescent, shining color like most of your pyreflies, they are a very dark, black, sickly color.
Mm.
She goes, that's not supposed to be like that.
It is concerning. But can
You
she...
feel energy emanating from them. Strain. The pyreflies, unlike all the other pyreflies, are straining heavily. Like they're actively doing something, and they've been doing it for so long that they're just withering away. It's not like an external corruption. Like there's no stars in them. They don't look like Zodiarch. It's more they're withering away because they've been actively doing something, and they can't hang on anymore, you know?
Okay, so probably protecting us from Zodiarch, I would assume.
At the end of the round, I'm assuming you're walking over to Amaterasu.
Yeah. But can she
Do
feel
it.
like the shape of like? I'm assuming the shape is different than like her natural fireflies and everything.
Withered, sickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like even if they were like healthy, they would still be slightly different now. Or she wouldn't know just because they're so withered. She injects them
She
with some
wouldn't know
water.
because of their current state.
Is she like?
If they're
pumps it up with
pyreflies
something?
from Etro, though, they would probably be much brighter and more powerful than the rest of the pyrefly makeup. But you don't know. You can only guess at it because right now they're withered and dying. Lumi is moving.
Yep, move then ended. Vigilance.
Can you move any more? No?
I mean, not anymore.
I forgot
No.
to refund 2, I just did it now
can't.
stuff, so I put it in the chat.
Why?
Okay.
You're getting hit by the magic break thing. You know, or you
Oh shit. I'm just gonna get hit by it.
There's also the sweeping slash.
The sweeping slash I can.
No,
I had planned for.
we need...
Okay.
Keras, what is your movement?
90 right now.
It's not enough.
Actually, no, 25. Sorry, no, it's 100.
Jesus.
My
Yeah.
god.
All right.
Where?
And Lumi, what's your movement?
Now you're gonna make me go into your character sheet and calculate your fucking movement.
75.
It's 75 plus 3 blaze shards. It's 5 each. Plus 10, so 25 is my brisk effect on me. I'm at 100.
But you can't move outside your turn.
It is my turn.
Keras hasn't done anything. Can I just scooch an extra 20
Just
this
went
way?
full ham mode, I forgot to move there.
Keras hasn't done anything. Can I
You
just
just
scooch
take
20 this way?
with him.
What?
Keras hasn't done anything. Can I just scooch 20 to the west?
Keras hasn't.
I literally
he
told
hasn't.
him.
He hasn't done anything, so yes, you can move.
I literally told him, like, you're about to get hit. What are you doing?
Lumi isn't listening to Keras, by the way.
I get it. he's
No,
mad.
this is a retcon movement. You didn't tell him shit. But
Wait,
if
can I
if
have
we,
a retcon movement?
No, so the way retcon movement works nowadays is if you end your turn, but the person after you hasn't done anything, you can ask me, "Hey, can I correct?" And I'll usually say yes. So if Neil had cast something or started spending mana or done something, then I would have said no.
Okay, Let's see. Well, maybe Lumi can pull me if he doesn't have to heal too much.
Can I ask a mechanics question? Since it might actually come up.
What's up?
So before, when I was armor broken, I couldn't protect people with my blessings because the mitigation stemmed from me.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean I can protect other people with armor break because it's my mitigation, not theirs?
No, because it still blocks them from being able to reduce damage. It's kind of like a double bad situation for you because of the way your mitigation is worded. Your mitigation extends your own. If your own is negated, you can't extend it. And then when you extend it, they have mitigation because of you, but they can't mitigate. Do you understand? So that's the way it works. So no, that's not that's not how it works.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check in case that situation came up.
So Savande,
Yeah.
what I was saying is I can get hit by magic dozer because I have the health to survive. However, I forgot that the center will get hit with the sweeping. Is it sweeping?
Sweeping.
Yeah, we'll get hit with sweeping as well, and I don't have the health to survive both of those.
The mechanics are simple, but I've layered like 4 of them.
Okay, well, here's what I was planning on doing.
That's why I love pressure mechanics.
My limit break is charged, which will push me back 50 feet into this zone, which I will claim as my own, so Keras should be moved anywhere else. I can activate it now and get a little bit less healing on Georgie, but to reposition you, I can.
Yeah, otherwise I go down.
Okay,
You
then
need
I'll...
to, before you move to the other zone.
You need to stay in this... You can't stay in the center, can you?
Yes, we're taking the center, Georgie and I, right?
Yes.
He's gonna absorb that. He's absorbing the sonic slash, right? The
Yes.
sonic waves that are going out. Exactly. So I'm safe. I just need to be on this side.
Done.
The east-west.
Point exactly where you want to be. Within 25 feet of me.
Then 25 feet of you. So I can go like there.
More than half the model.
Have you cast any spells this round yet, Neil?
No.
I just want to make sure I'm not giving you free focus trades.
I have 2 more bleeds of 50 damage extra. I don't know what Keras can do. Maybe we don't have to worry about next round.
I can. If I can't reposition. So basically, I can't reposition to do my big damage and get out of melee with him, essentially. So
You could just get hit by sweeping again.
I can also just get hit by it, which should be fine.
It deals 600, doesn't it? Takes double.
That's true, yeah, I would take double.
Yeah, he does.
Technically, 540.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, definitely better.
I could heal him out of that range, I guess.
But it depends. I think we could survive another round.
Yeah, I
Would
think
you
so
say?
too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd
So
rather
just play it.
I'm just
rather-
I'm gonna charge up my stuff, and then next round I'll dump a huge hit into him instead of a baby hit. So I'm gonna go up here.
That sounds absolutely beautiful.
Keep doing your turns. He's not at his computer, but just doing it.
Alright, I'm gonna go there. We're going to. Do we need to reapply Scorch? No. Scorch is down? No, Scorch is down. So we're gonna reapply Scorch to the bonus action.
You okay?
Blast.
Oh wow, double tens.
Yep. Pretty solid. And then we're spending mana. This is a spell Easter. The other one was not. Smack.
Oh my god, these rolls.
One.
Blast.
Don't end your turn, Georgie.
If it makes you feel any better, Orpheus, misfortune can't touch him as long as my eye is on him.
Miss action to.
Okay.
I keep doing that.
Is that a real one?
Yes and no. I wasn't supposed to roll it. But well, I can, like, it's just still gonna work. It's the way that I wanted it to. It's just, it fucks up later. So
Why aren't you supposed to roll it?
So the limit break is auto hit, and I keep fucking thinking that it's not because I have to consume ammo for it. So what happens is I'll auto hit this hit. I'll get the jump back that I wanted, which puts me over here. Still does the damage, and then the thing that I'm supposed to roll for is casting a free, or pay for a Lotus later on as a free action. So we'll do that.
So we'll move it to the Lotus if Steph allows, I guess. Well, I mean it's an auto hit, so.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be rolled there. It was supposed to be rolled later, so it still works.
Georgie
Yeah.
said that he could mitigate it though.
I'm gonna continue.
I can only mitigate nat ones on the people who my blessings are on, Neil.
Doesn't Lumi have your blessing?
No, not, excuse me, not that blessing. The, my sigils, excuse me.
Oh,
People who I give Seeker to also have immunity to nat ones.
If I have overheat, I have that. I need one more sigil. We got it.
Well, I was going to attack and heal myself. You should have told me that before I
I'm fine.
use my bonus action.
I can scorch him twice, I guess.
If I wasn't taking fucking balls nasty damage this round.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'll scorch is
Well,
his
you-
auto hit, so
you're mitigating Sonic lately.
Yeah, but you're not on my side, so I'm taking 600, right?
You are 600. That's true.
I'm taking 600 plus
The 100
Brave Slash.
and the 100 for this round.
Are you going
Let's
down
go
to
down.
Sonic?
no, I'm just Sonic.
If he doesn't go down to Sonic, I can heal him up and then heal him again between the Brave Slash.
No, Sonic is not going to deal any damage to him. It's 50 per hit.
It's I meant the dozer. If he doesn't die to the dozer, then I can heal him.
He will.
Does
I'm
that to
gonna
dozer?
actively mitigate the dozer. That'll
Don't
be
die to it.
600 minus 110, and I'm going to heal myself. So.
490 is
Okay.
9. You barely don't die to that.
Yeah, barely.
Then I
Very
heal
close.
you. Then you get hit. Should be able to take the one hit, then I heal you again. Should live if you heal yourself as well.
Okay. Are you good?
You need to resolve that one. Fortunately, this would have been more healing and you guaranteed your survival, but now
Is
it's...
the nat 1 on the same turn, or are you reacting to do it?
Limit break is happening now. It's all one effect.
Oh, so it's a play off your limit break?
Yeah, here it is. Has a lot of shit going on. Okay, so catch up. We did all our returns. You can accept Keras' movement. Then I made an oopsie. But I think I figured out how to correct, how resolve it where it doesn't fuck anything else up.
What did you do?
I rolled hit for my limit break again, but I was going to cast an Ivory Arrow anyways as a reaction to heal Georgie, so I rolled a nat 1 on it, which is why it matters. So I'm going to cast an Ivory Lotus as a reaction on Georgie anyway, so we can either move the nat 1 to that.
An arrow on Georgie.
Yeah, Ivory Arrow.
Well, initially he rolled it for his limit break.
Yeah,
He's
but then
not supposed to.
Yeah.
And
You
then
are,
lower
you are
it in that
gonna
one.
shoot it to
It's-
Georgie in order to heal him?
Yes, also my nat 1s are severely reduced due to passive that I shared.
Okay. Your arrow deals damage to Georgie. Critical damage to Georgie, and that's it. No healing.
I hope you can heal me, because I'm not going to survive now.
Yeah, as part of the resolution of the limit break was the a different
who
Ivory
moved?
Lotus, so one sec.
Keras
Only
moved
Keras and
here,
Lumi gets pushed back.
and Lumi... How did Lumi move?
Judgment Cross.
No,
Gets
break.
pushed back. Well, you're back to barely surviving.
End of the round triggers.
And I have one more in the chamber to heal you up.
End of the round triggers, causing.
I am again using my held action this time to heal him after the first Brave Slash. After this hit, doesn't really.
The first thing that goes off should be magic dozer.
So I can do it
round
for magic dozer.
triggers. Magic dozer goes off, which hits Georgie for 600.
I am actively mitigating.
That hits, then I heal.
And I react as well.
He already has magic break, so the next thing will trigger, which is Brave Slash.
I love those, like the dice that you have, Easter.
Apply your mitigation, Georgie.
They're satisfying to see go off. Am I muted? Hello.
No, we heard you. I'm just concentrating. Mitigation.
I was just tracking a lot of stuff. Dead.
Georgie falls unconscious. And Demos will fire the final one at the person of his choice. Okay, so I have my Magic Dozer done. Brave Slash done. Next, the most amount of people are in the center.
Wait, how did he just die again?
I accidentally healed him. I healed the wrong person.
Oh. I thought you rezzed him.
I don't know.
Rezzing him wouldn't be a terrible idea, though.
I can't.
Two people in the middle are the ones that are thingy, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at this.
Raise Orpheus when it goes down.
Raise
He's
Orpheus.
He's got that,
What?
right? Splintering, and then he's gonna take 5 instances of 50. Or 6 instances of 50. Right?
Yeah, if you don't res me before this thing goes up, which you can't do, right?
Can't.
So,
Yep.
use your action to res Orpheus.
I can't.
So, it's-
Yeah, the damage in that one just kind of threw our plan out the window, but it happens.
Yep.
Next mechanic is Sweeping Slash, which hits Orpheus for 300. And also Georgie, who
300.
gains a failed death save.
Give myself one.
You guys lose your debuffs, and they gain your debuffs.
Actually, that's gonna knock out both Orpheus
Sweeping
and
Slash
Lumi,
is
isn't
gone.
Why me?
I think so, because he's gonna take. He's
Can't-
only gonna take 200. Then he's gonna be fine.
Because it's everyone in range, and it goes 5 times, right? So it's gonna...
Sonic Slash detonates. Orpheus is the closest person to the horizontal cardinal, cardinal, which means that Orpheus suffers 5 times 50 damage.
Oh, I was thinking it was 100. My bad.
No, it's just gonna
Are you mitigating at all?
The first one is reduced by my
Steve?
mitigation.
No, it's not mitigated at all. Sorry, I didn't think you were talking to me.
take. He's up.
It's just, yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
his
does have
mitigation.
armor. You're right. I can't
Oh
mitigate.
yeah, I'm armor
for you.
broken, so it
Take
can't
that
be
off,
mitigated
please.
anyway.
Next is Lumi, right?
Yep.
A Sonic Slash has resolved.
Our turn.
What?
Like our turn for end of round stuff.
Yep.
I conserve my action economy. Right? Yeah. you good.
Why do you?
Because of Spiritness. Horseman's Ward. Your action economy is preserved while you are unconscious. You no longer gain failed death saving throws.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Are you gonna burn him or?
Yeah. Schmeck. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That's why Steph was asking, I guess.
I didn't realize
After he overexerts himself, firing off the last few mechanics, he'll fall to one knee with a massive clunk of metal onto stone. As his armor clanks to the floor, he'll drop his sword at his side and just kind of smile to himself.
You had your final battle. Now rest, warrior. Perhaps your time will come again.
Demos will stand up, salute by placing a closed fist over his chest to all of you, and he'll fade.
Thought we hit like a fucking truck.
I didn't alter his health, by the way. I haven't touched his health at all. You guys were actually 2 health away when you were like being all doom and gloom, like, oh, do I have any action in karma? And I'm just over here like,
Well, we always assume, right, that
he's
not one hit.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Smart play.
he's literally scorched. Just fucking scorch him, please.
Yeah, I think I played this round like I could have downed him immediately, but I didn't realize he was so close to death.
Well, we would have survived the round if it weren't for the crit hit on Georgie.
Yeah.
We were playing it safer rather than going all in, right? But yeah, also my mangles hit like peanuts, man.
Well, you guys won with half the party down, so the fight was pretty tough. And you're also in round 5.
Yeah.
That being said, it didn't last. Your turns were efficient. That was pretty good.
Well, we were planning ahead of time. We all understood the mechanics, I think, too, which helps. Yeah. And we were just rolling through it. But yeah, it was rough. It was a rough fight.
Yes, little dragon.
So Star will go up to Amaterasu and she...
I can't hear you.
Oh, can you not? Okay.
We can hear her.
So-
Yeah, but she got really low. Okay.
Star will go up to Amaterasu and will bow. She'll say, "May I try something on you?"
Amaterasu, again visibly uncomfortable, will look at Spiritus and he'll shrug.
Is it going to be another hug?
Star will say, "I mean, if you want another hug, I can give you another hug, but this is a little different. I want to see if this will work.
If what will work?
If perhaps I can aid you in your recovery. I know I am not strong enough to obviously heal a primordial, and one that has been in the situation that you have been in. But if any assistance that I can lend to you would help in your recovery, I'd be more than happy to. I do have your child's fireflies in me, and I have been acquainted and connected with your sister briefly. And though my magic may not be of one that is physical warrior fighting, it has healed my comrades in some of our darkest hours."
She'll stare at you very quietly. Whereas she was playful and welcoming before, the flames behind her eyes have become a little more erratic.
Star will look and say, "The moment it begins to hurt you, or you feel uneasy and harm, I will stop right away."
What did you mean by my child?
Is your child not Etro?
Etro?
Star will kind of look confused and look at her group. And then kind of look at Spiritus, and she'll say,
Spiritus will have his hand like over his face and shaking his head.
and she'll say, "Does she not
Amaterasu,
have the right
before
to know?"
do not leave. She speaks of Lunala. It is complicated. It occurred after the fall.
Her eyes will blaze and she'll stare at you, and for a moment, the back of a dog's back when it like
Yeah, the
goes up.
hackles go up. Yeah.
Yeah,
the hackles.
that's exactly what's happening now. And she stares at you, and the flames inside of her eyes just kind of burn brightly.
These are Lunala's descendants. Do not harm them.
as her eyes burn with fire, Spiritus will draw his sword, and he'll just kind of fade and appear next to her, pushing you back. Like very gently taking his hand, putting it on your shoulder, and just shoving you back a little bit and standing in between you and her.
She is ignorant, and she is young, and she does not understand. Just leave then. If you will not listen to reason, leave. Do not think I will not take your soul to protect Lunala's heritage, her legacy.
Amaterasu, still looking agitated and angry, will look between all the Warriors of Light, as if she's seeing you all for the first time.
They're fragmented. This is child's magic, Spiritus. You know it is. You and I together, here now. We slaughter every last one of them. And you know I can remake her.
Star will.
He'll shake
Pipe
his
up.
head.
It is not that simple. She was fragmented in more ways than you know. She was raised by one of us. She is different. She hasn't ascended fully. You cannot just try to force it together. You may lose her forever. They have protected the twin jewels. They have kept this world safe, and they have done it through the resolve of Lunala. You should be proud. Your immediate reaction should not be to kill her legacy in a vain attempt to get her back. She is at rest.
Their makeup is soiled, toxic. They're fragmented, they are flawed. They're not like us.
And yet, after an eternity trapped with Erebos, you come to worlds still whole. They have protected what is important.
And his eyes will just kind of very slowly go up and just kind of motion towards the rift above.
I will stop you. You are weakened. And if you will not listen to reason, I will reap you.
Amaterasu will steal one last glance at you before looking at the rest of the party, and she'll fade into the sunlight, as if like the sun's rays are absorbing her.
Of course, the valorous warrior one would have a stick up her butt.
I just told her daughter's dead for the first time.
I don't think that's the appropriate response.
You have told her something that she knows nothing about, and you did so callously. I am surprised she did not incinerate us all here. That's not true. I am unsurprised, considering how weakened she is. If she was at full strength, I don't know if any of us would be left standing. Especially if my god was down. Her power is significant. She represents valor, heroism, fury, fire, and you simply tell her that her daughter is dead, and that you are some fragmented piece of her.
Star will look at Spiritus and she'll say, did she expect her daughter to live after what Erebus has even done to her?
She knows Erebus. She knew Erebus more than any of us. And I think that is a question only she can answer, but if she is this angry, then she must have assumed that Erebus would protect their daughter.
And and yet he gave her to another. In that way, he did protect her, I will admit. There must be some small part of him that is what he used to be before the void and apathy has consumed him.
Erebus was a powerful archmage. If he was able to control Zodiark the Primordial for even a moment, enough to try and save his daughter, and also recuperate his strength and satiate the creature within, then I think that him giving his daughter to Bente was not an accident.
No, I agree with that. But
It is, again, surprising that he was able to retain any amount of control inside the being known as Zodiark. I do not blame you for what happened just now. I am only trying to explain what happened.
Star will
Amaterasu
just...
will probably need time. If you try to seek her out, you may find an enemy. I would give her the space.
Star will just...
Reach out to Wisp. Wisp may not remember who he was, but in life, he was friends with Amaterasu. Maybe he can calm her down. She can sense the kindred spirit within.
She'll look at Spiritus and she'll say, "Can she not hear us? Does the sun reach place?"
Not with me here.
Then she'll look seriously at Spiritus and she'll say, "If she was pissed about that," and then she will explain to Spiritus what she discovered about the fireflies of Etro that are inside her.
You're telling him?
Yeah.
Okay. As you recount the story and you tell more and more of it, his jaw will just kind of drop and his eyes will widen. He'll sheath his blade now that Amaterasu is gone and shake his head.
And then just for good measure, so like in case she couldn't articulate it enough, she will hold out her hand so he can see exactly what she saw and felt.
He'll take your hand and do what he's done before. As he witnesses everything you've seen and just kind of absorbs all of the information, he'll withdraw his hand after he's done and just kind of hold it out in the air hesitantly.
At any cost, you must keep this from her. Slaughtering all of you to recreate her daughter. She knows as well as I that the magic required to recreate Lunella perfectly is absolutely ridiculous. There would be almost no possible way to remember every little piece of her daughter and to put it in the right place unless she had a pyre reflection. I fear if Amaterasu learns of this pyre reflection, there will be no force in the heavens or the jewels that will stop her from killing you all. You think Zodiark is terrifying? Keep this from her at any cost. Repair it if you can. I would suggest taking what remains of the creature known as Pelennor and placing it in a lunar tomb. I would suggest that some things should just die, and this world and the world adjacent to it and any others would do well to learn this lesson. Death is just a part of life. Etro should be allowed to rest, and anyone else who perishes.
He'll raise his voice so Lumi can hear him.
Death is not the torture you think it is. It is rest. It is rebirth. It is a fulfillment of destiny. Allow Etro to die with dignity.
Star will say, "I don't doubt that death is peaceful from the warriors that have come back here. None of them seem to be kicking and screaming. But what do we do with the fireflies butterflies that seem like they are withering within us. How do we protect them? How do we reboost them?
You perform a cleansing. I can't do it myself. My magic does not align to it. Many of the warriors of light are Novan.
Half?
So there's Keras. She's counting on her finger. Keras, Blair, Benjamin.
That is the problem. In order to purify your Firefly makeup, we would need the primordial that is aligned to your birthplace, or to have your Firefly makeup realigned. You could have Wisp technically do all of you, but you would all have to surrender your Novan heritage and become Chrysalian. If you are not willing to do that, then we must release Orpheus. We
How do we
must...
do, how do we do that?
Defeat Zodiac?
No.
There must be a way to get to him.
Yes, there is a friend within Zodiac that can give us a back door. In fact, one of the things he loves most is back doors.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit God.
If we contact Tuashen, he can give us a back door into Zodiac's faith. That would mean going into the empty. From the Warriors of Light and their memories, I see you have been inside a faith before. Sin.
Us personally, but technically, yes.
Well, this will be worse. Much, much worse. I suggest not going in until we are ready. Make sure your most powerful warriors are, well, indeed powerful. But I am afraid that's what we must do. And then we will need to find another way to protect you from Zodiac's influence. Which, to be fair, we can do. We would only need you all to sire yourselves to a primordial.
So I was gonna say, ooh, I don't know if some of our group do that with the attachment that they have with some of their companions, idols.
The only one I would want to be sired to wants to kill me. So, that's...
She will recover slowly, and she will mourn. Unless you tell her about the reflection. I will make this very clear to all of you who are listening. If you are bathed in the light of the sun, she can see and hear you. Be very careful what you say from here on out. One wrong word, and everything will change. Solutions. Something that would help is consulting Lunarians. I was specialized in certain areas on the Convocation. It was certainly not the magical arts or sciences. If we find one of my brothers, maybe restore their memories, perhaps we can find another way. But the ways I have told you are the only ones that I am aware of.
Our hands are a little.
Orpheus, now that you speak. Any of you who are sired to a primordial may use your channeling ability to mute Amaterasu's hearing. Make certain that the sun cannot reach you, at least for a time. Roughly for a session.
It's very
I'm funny.
specific.
Do you think Tsukiyomi will have a positive influence on her?
Tsukiyomi is wise. She is patient. She is loving. Tsukiyomi would have a powerful influence, and if she didn't, she at the very least would protect you all. Yes, you certainly released the wrong sister to just, well, reveal all your secrets to.
Star will kind of like put her head down and shrug, and she will just say, I thought she would have known. I was
She has
just
been
trying
in
to help her.
darkness. It's not your fault. We just need to move forward strategically from now on. You wish to
Errors,
say something, Orpheus?
errors are part of life, as is death. Star, not dwell on it. What's done is done. We have enough on our hands with the Zodiacs. We don't need to deal with a civil war between primordials or angering them any further. Let us free her sister and see if she can reason with her.
And I am not the most intelligent Ponga, but should we continue to empower her, help her recover?
If
I
she
think
is
we
not
should free
here,
the sister first.
if she is not here, she will not gain power. She will only gain power if you allow her to observe your battles, bathed in the sun's light. Those of you who are sired to a primordial can block that vision, roughly for a session. Oh, and while you're here, she can't see you.
She can't hear us on Nova.
If you're in the sunlight, she can.
If you're in the sunlight, she can. Chrysalis as well. Nova, most of all. You can technically ask Wisp to shield her awareness away from his celestial body, from Chrysalis. But Ophiuchus is trapped within Zodiac. She can clearly see Nova.
The reason I asked is I worry that should a situation like this come up again, and I know I may be overthinking this, but if we act counter to Valor in subverting her, actively try to subvert her influence instead of merely speaking and considering our words, would that affect how much she hesitates in burning us to a crisp at the next opportunity?
Trickles compared to the sheer monumental faith that is her power. No, I don't think that would influence her enough.
Plus, what are we supposed to do about save people? It's not gonna happen. Stupid is insane.
It's a trickle. There are still people in the world that are valorous, that are heroic, that are full of zeal, full of passion. It changes nothing. She will be strong regardless.
Ian Highwood's jacking her up as we speak at every possible moment he can.
Among others, yes. Nah. No, our strategy would be, it'd be more wise to stick within the shadows. Either go into areas where the sun does not shine, keep a sired warrior of light in the party at all times, and as I said, you are safe here. There may be one or two Eidolons powerful enough to shield her awareness too. It depends on the power of their faith, their alignment, their will, what their will is aligned to.
So if we fight inside buildings, like, I don't mean this to be an ignorant question, Spiritus, but if we fight inside of buildings, as long as we're not fighting near a window during the daylight,
As long as you are not being touched by sunlight. So the building would have to be pretty sealed.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
Best choice is underground. I suggest we prevent the bug from getting tainted.
That bug has a name. You do well to show respect.
I fully can't remember the name. I'm sorry.
Abaddon.
Thank you, Abaddon. I was going to say that. I just couldn't remember it, and it wasn't a mean thing. It just it escaped me momentarily.
You know what? It's quite alright. Just call him a bug in his presence.
Just gonna write down Abaddon.
The Russian will take care of itself.
Star's
In
gonna
his
look at
defense,
Keras.
his patron goddess just threatened to kill him.
Star's gonna look at Keras and she's gonna say, I'm pretty sure you could also say the primordial of evolution if you forget his
Oh, I
name.
should have. Yeah, I should have. I shouldn't have gone straight to Basket.
Bear in mind that all the primordials were powerful and wise archmages, even Zodiark at one point. There was a time when all Erebos cared about was his wife, his little girl, and the future of my people. Erebos is not the enemy. Zodiark is the enemy.
Congratulations! Send me your votes for MVP.